Welcome to Will of the Wednesdays, your weekly city news and discussion. Today, we're covering the Outis 3-0 banner release, the effect of the defense skill changes, the actual release of Refraction Railway, and more. Yokumi Project Hack enjoyers. Outis' 3-0 has finally arrived. Look at these skills! Dante, look at me. I am the Dante now. This is basically just Library of Ruina Dante's kit. Everything about this is incredibly useful, even without seeing the stats behind it. And that's how you know this will be a great unit. Next, Arson. More Leo identities. That's what I'm waiting for, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! This identity is literally just if burn, burn. Else if mad, burn. Else if burn, burn more. Every skill is multi-coin too. That's always a plus. I'm willing to bet my Limbus that literally no one expected this next banner was going to exist. A joint banner between 7 Association Outis and Hongliu. Sure, Outis had to be next, as she was the only center without a 3-0 post-grip Faust, but I was honestly expecting a Leo 3-0 first, since a lot of fan favorite builds involve Arson back in Library of Ruina, and Burn feels underrepresented in Limbus right now. Though, somehow, a 3-0 Liu Ryoshu feels more appropriate. By God, are their animations and sound design satisfying. In general, there are a lot more little things that no one asked for, yet Project Moon absolutely delivered on. Like making a lot of coin flips have different, more satisfying animations and sounds if it lands well. There has been a lot of discussion regarding, hey, why are the animations for Liu Honglu, a 2-0, so much more involved than 7 Association Outis, a 3-0? Are you serious? Look at this sparkly-eyed chuckle. While I am always excited to see more flashy actions, bonus points if they are quick and are appropriate ones for the character, as it helps make working the Mirror Dungeon mines ever so satisfying. Keep up the great work, Project Moon. Next, we've got information on Faust Telepole Ego. It looks like Dawn's Telepole was quite strong after all, so using this Telepole enables even more charge hijinks. Check out this passive, Adaptive Release. While this unit has charge, deal more damage based on the amount of charge count, and skills spend less charge count in general. W Corp Faust is now even more of a charge damage unit. However, you would be sacrificing the immense utility of Fluid Sac since this is in the HE slot. Now, it's time for what you've all been waiting for. Refraction Railway is here. Another thing PM delivered on is that there's some actual background to work with these new abnormality encounters, both in terms of literature with lore and visually with their own unique battle stages. I love that there's little tidbits of abnormality stories, similar to Lobotomy Corporation's abnormality selection screens, giving off the feeling of some level of story depth flares the creative neurons. I always see discussions about what could this be? Could this be an aberration of something? What threat level are they? Can they fit in my mouth? I actually just covered more specific details about actually playing Refraction Railway in the previous video, so please check it out if you haven't already. The information regarding it has been updated, but not by much. The only difference from then and now is that it costs 25 modules to unlock the Lost and Found, and the embellished banner's time frame is now the first half rather than the first week. It's time for your regularly scheduled
Memebus Company!
Memebus de yokoso. So I'm sure by now you're all well aware of the April Fool's Virgil cutscene. It's gone by now, and while events may be temporary, memes are forever. Let's see how past Yokumi reacted. Wake up. Teacher? Wake up. Oh, Verg? A school? You seem rather confused, dear teacher. Seeing how you're acting, you must have forgotten all about the explanation that was given just now. Yeah, I guess. Wait, you can hear me? I have been waiting a long time for your arrival. It'd just be me, but for someone who's referring to me as a teacher, it sure feels like he's looking down on me. At least he's smiling. Place your fingertip against mine right here. Touch. Only Verg, only Verg, only Verg, only Verg. Ishmael, you can't simply smack a device back into function. Go scuttle off to a corner with your ignorance. What? Verg? The doctor spoke. Here, hold my hand. Oh my god, this is a f***ing Arknights reference. Your grip could almost break my hands. I've come here to rescue you. Okay, real quick, we gotta check the intro to Arknights. You son of a bitch. Does the doctor really have amnesia? Please talk about amnesia. It's not who I am. Wasn't I a manager? Limbus Island! I could have sworn to work for a company, not an island. Yet again, strange voices and unpleasant sights. Just what? What is it this time? They're not even human now. Is this supposed to be Uma Musume or some This is Mephistopheles showing us the way a true ace runs. Okay, it's gotta be Uma Musume. Seriously, what is this place? This some center of some nest? What's up with your horse mask? My head. Producer. Leader. Commander. All of the gotchas. Are you my master? Game of the year. All kinds of unknowable protagonistic labels swirl in my head. At this rate, you're back. Okay. I was getting worried about you, executive manager. Oh, thank God. The sinners have left the bus already. So stop flubbing around there and get out already. Oh my God. That was the best thing ever. Thank you, Project. What the f is that? New hires, attendance rewards, rewatch. I can rewatch that. Oh my God. Vav. Wow. Oh my God. That's the cutest thing ever. That's what the secret was. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you guys. That is the best. Oh, it's all the text is scuffed too. Tap it. Oh my tap. I tap that. Wait. Fuck. The prophecy was foretold. So, if you'd like to have a PM meme featured, please consider joining the Discord to post in Project Meme. All links below. For now, let's get back on track. Look at this absolute lunacy. I cannot believe they built the Limbus sweep meme into the game. While it may be inefficient in terms of stamina to reward, if you're too busy to play, yet store your modules responsibly, this is kind of where they go to get your resources. That's pretty much that. Next, a lot of resonance and passive changes have a bit more detail previewed here. As discussed previously, a lot of passes are becoming easier to activate. Some of them are activating based on ego resources and possession. A bonus detail about resonance here is that the skills mentioned here will now work off of static numbers rather than having to resonate. That's a lot more consistency and less headache when team building. Another thing, a gentle reminder from last video that ego overclocking is now here, but please heed to the following changes as well. The ego corrosion skill will now appear on a random number of slots rather than replacing all of them. Panic blocks, which do no action, are now added to slots where the corrosion slot did not appear. Also, when using ego skills, your most recent ego skills sin resistances replace your previous ones. Challenge content would have been trivialized by the fact that if you build egos around getting endured on every sin, you might start playing around building unga bunga, face tanking the enemy, and healing teams. So, here's the next thing to address. The absolute state of solo builds and certain fights were terribly changed due to the defense changes back in this patch. While all these changes are better for the long-term and programming for this game, it had some side effects. But luckily in this patch, they're reverting one of them. For a time, counter skills were nerfed to the ground and would not activate against any incoming attack. They would only work against the targeted slot. That meant that if there was another coin you could target that wasn't a counter, you could bypass the counter completely, trivializing a couple of enemies. And now, it's only evade being absurdly nerfed, as it only activates and clashes with the coin it's targeting, and does not roll over to another coin, unlike Library of Ruina. So, for but a fleeting moment, Ncorp Morsal hitting critical mass with 100% protection was but a bygone memory. But for the time being, it looks like sinners with evade that are attempting to solo the entire mirror dungeon might have a bad time. Feel free to try it as a fun challenge though. Train of thought. What do you think Project Moon's gonna do for next year's April Fools? Predict in the comments below. Since this April Fools proved that literally anything is possible due to the scope of mirror dimensions, who knows? Will you be the next Oracle? I really hope that PM starts a joke series, like Learning with Manga, Fate, Grand Order, and when Yuri bites the dust, she just stays in her cute little apple outfit as a silly little mascot. Well, that's that. And this was This Well the Wednesday. Happy grinding.